Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the winners of 5 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Stuffed for no gain. Both these teams tell us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
This will be touchdown just inside the 40. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. We'll try to run it with the option. As the first down is still going, they finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great connection there for 6 points. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He gets loose. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And the back now goes in motion. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd and inches opens up the playbook. Will they take a shot here from their own territory? On the run, it's Udo. In the clear at the 25. And here he goes. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Well, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. You know, it's explosive runs like this that can really open everything up for an offense, especially in the first half where setting the tone is so important.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Michigan. Great catch and run for 6.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quick throw to his receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And now a carry here for the fullback. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. The 30. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Chris, you talk about an easy completion for a big pickup. These little touch passes, it's a real test for this defense to be able to set the edge. They were behind that play from the beginning. Lucky they were able to stop him before he took it to the house.
And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Martin. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll run the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Ball scooped up on the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They finish off the scoring drive. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Now the handoff. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this open quarter. That has been in large part to the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Finding space at the 20. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. Back in motion now. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's in the clear. He's at the 50. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. There's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. And he stopped just short down to the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On the move now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Mush. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
And the Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving. QB decides to keep it here. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Udo.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Pass rush closing in. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
In the red area, it's Haynes. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Michigan. But they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Retakes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it. He breaks free. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson. And
here he goes. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yard here.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar Arrington and Sean Lee and Paul Posluszny. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking to scramble now. Finds room at the 30. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Oh, the reverse. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Wolverines will have to punt this one away.
Number 21 on to punt it away.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep on the scramble. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it cost the offense 5. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Takes a deep shot down the middle. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards.
Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll toss it to the right side.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Toss play, running right. Has the first down and more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
We're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is good, so it's a two-touchdown lead, 35-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tracy. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The shotgun running play call. Gets some space around the 30. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Back's got it again. First down and more. He's still running. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. It's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Using his legs, it's Udo. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Udo. Finding space at the 20. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fights through a tackle. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaking free at midfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. That's big. They convert on third and set them up first down from the 32. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Spins away from defenders. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14. The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Offense in hurry-up mode. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary.
It's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back? Across midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 2. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play.
Chris, I can't believe we just saw that. This is a blocked PAT. It's a live ball. Some people may not know the rule here, but the defense sure did. That's 2 points going the other way.
So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now here's the toss play. Fights off a defender. While the defense has him behind the line, a tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. As we take a break to flip out to the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. And that will pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He'll run it here. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They're going to run it here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
And they pick up the first on the ground. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The Wolverines will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense. Maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Martin.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's a target, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. He shreds the tackle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Wants to throw it. Grab the receiver. He's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The Nittany Lions are looking to keep this drive going.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now in the plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly down the field here. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly to try to stage a big comeback. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Penn State. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
They're set now to try the PAT. PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Michigan 40, Penn State 34.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Stewart. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Pounding away with the run game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. They're thinking about maybe taking a safety in this situation. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. He finds his man. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a first down.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Oh, it's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. On the ground, it's Udo. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. He'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And he'll drop back here on third down. That's caught. It's Marsh. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And he'll set up to throw. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth time. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, I'm probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.